let's give the viewers, although they do know you quite well now, let's give them a little bit more of information that they might not know.
All right, then, well, let's see if you can get me to say something out loud that I've not said before.
Challenge accepted.
Now just have a look at what Phillip Schofield says next in this mini interview.
Philip, thank you so much.
I'll see you in 3 years.
See you in 3 years. Wonder what we'll both be doing then.
Well, if I'm still getting away with it, I'll be a happy man.
Great. Amazing. Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Yes, he does actually say, if I'm still getting away with it, I'll be happy, I'm still doing this job.
Well, if I'm still getting away with it, I'll be a happy man.
Now this interview was filmed about 3 or 4 years ago, and that's a very telling remark from Phillip Schofield there. I appreciate that for some people that's a turn of phrase, but when things happen like they've happened this week, it becomes a bit more than just a turn of phrase. Now I need to give this context without getting myself into any legal hot water. So what you're watching is the showreel of a young man called Matthew McGreevy, and he worked on This Morning. Now, he's obviously a young man. There are lots of rumours circulating about his connection to This Morning, and I don't really want to say too much about that because that could be potentially libelous. But he obviously managed to get himself into the show, perhaps as a runner, and then became far more than that. He managed to get himself in front of the camera, he managed to get himself very friendly with all the stars. Now, this showreel is just him putting himself out there for other TV work. And I noticed at the end of the showreel he had his old Twitter handle on there. So I went to Twitter and I typed in his old Twitter handle to see, well, is he still on Twitter? I don't know. I typed it in and he isn't still on Twitter under the handle that's on his showreel. But there were lots of tweets from Phillip Schofield talking about him and the various career manoeuvres that he was making in that field. And it seems like every time Matthew McGreevy did anything, Phillip Schofield was there to tweet and say, congratulations on achieving this or achieving that, which I personally find a bit strange. I mean, to be honest with you, when you work on TV shows, there are always young people coming in and out doing work experience and the like. It does happen frequently. I mean, I was one of them many years ago, but I worked more in the radio area than I did the TV area. But it's quite rare for someone to come in and stay, because you have to have an element of fairness in order to be kind of legally able to do this kind of work experience stuff. When someone comes on and stays and then becomes a member of the team and, you know, is on staff, that's completely different. Normally that only happens because they know someone on that show who gives them inroads in and enables them to stay. You know, it just tends not to happen if you're just there for a week or a few days and then someone else comes in from a different area who's also doing work experience and they also stay for a week, if you get what I'm saying. So this is quite strange. And yeah, there's lots of other things I could say, but I can't say them because I have absolutely no evidence to back them up. But what we do have evidence of here is a young man into Phillip Schofield. He obviously had very good access to Phillip Schofield and asking him some silly questions and Phillip giving that one rather incriminating answer.
Well, if I'm still getting away with it, I'll be a happy man.